Hello, fourth grade mathematicians. Let's go over Unit 4, Lesson 9, Exit Ticket. On Saturday, there were 6 leagues football games in Crown Heights that had 357 rushing yards and 198 passing yards each. What was the total yardage for all 6 games on Saturday? So whenever I solve multi-step word problems, I love using cubes. So I'm going to write cubes here. Okay, cubes. Yes. And first, I'm going to circle any numbers, key numbers that I see. So I see 6 leagues, 357 rushing yards, 198 passing yards. Now I'm going to underline any keyword that I see. So 6 leagues, that was a total games, and 357, that indicates the rushing yards, and 198 passing yards. I also think each is important. I'm going to now box the big question that I see. At the end, it says, what was the total yardage for all 6 games on Saturday? So I know that's the big question we need to answer. So I'm going to box it right there. All right, let's evaluate. When I look at the big question, the key word is total yardage for all 6 games. So I know that I have to find the total number of something. Now let's solve it. I have 6 games, so total games will be 6. And I know that rushing yards, RY, is 357. And I have a passing yard, PY, that was 198. How can I come up with the solution? I'm trying to set up an equation, and I know that I underline each. So because each yards indicate either 357, 198, and there are total 6 games, I know that I have to multiply each by 6. So this is one way that I can set up. I can find the total number of rushing yards and then passing yards and add them up. Or I can add these up first and then multiply it by 6. Today, I'm going to just add them up and then multiply it by 6. So step 1, 357 plus 198. Notice that I'm stacking them up by its place value. And I love how our friends even make these vertical lines to make sure that they add and regroup by its place value. So 7 plus 8 is 15. And 1 goes up. 6 plus, now it becomes 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 goes up, so I have 4 and 5. So 555, pretty simple number, friendly number. So my step 2, I need to now multiply 555 times 6. All right, we know how to use area model. So I'm going to make a rectangle with 3 spaces, and I'm going to stretch out 555. So that will be 500 plus 50 plus 5, and my 6 will be on my side. Now, in each box, we're going to find area, which we call it partial product. So I'm going to first multiply length times width, 6 times 500 for the first box. And remember, any number with zeros, and when we multiply them, we underline the basic number and multiply that first. So 5 times 6 is 30. And I have to just make sure that I add those 2 zeros. And it's 3,000. For the second box, 6 times 50, do the same thing. 6 times 5 is 30. And this time I only add 1 0. 300. And then I have 6 times 5. And that's 30. So when I add these up, 3,000 plus 300 plus 30. Once again, I'm going to make sure that I stack them up by its place value. 1's place, 10's place, and 100 and 1,000. I have nothing on 1's, 3, 3, and 3. So my step 3, I have to write my final answer. So I can say, I can even write a sentence. I can write the total yardage for all 6 games. Oops. It got cut up. Oh, no. 6 games. 6 games on Saturday was 3,330. There you go. I almost restated at the big question in my final answer. Good job, everyone.